Welcome to the world of saffron. Saffron is a stigma of the crocus flower sativus. Its name originates in the Arabic word saffron, meaning yellow. Saffron is made up of crocin, picrocrocin, and safrana. These determine its color and aroma and are influenced by the nutrients the plant receives and the environmental conditions under which it is grown. Sardinian saffron is 3 times more potent than that of other origins, and therefore more sought after for high-end cuisine and by food enthusiasts worldwide. Each flower only produces 3 stigma, and they usually only bloom once a year. Saffron came to Italy from Asia Minor during the Roman Age and was heavily cultivated, but vanished for a while during the barbaric occupation in the 5th century. It was reintroduced around 961 AD, this time coming with monks from Spain. It was used by monks and the church for liturgical purposes and medicinal uses, as it has a high content of carotenoids, which are powerful antioxidant, and vitamin B. It helps digestion and lowers cholesterol and has anti-aging properties. Saffron was also a great dye and used for textiles. It became officially recognized as a spice during the Renaissance. While it made its appearance in Sardinia during the 13th century, it wasn't until it was marketed by the traveling Zaffaranayas that sold it to dye traditional costumes. After this, cultivation became part of the Sicilian culture. Farm San Gavino Monreale covers 27 hectares of land used for saffron cultivation as well as other agricultural products. The bulbs are planted in plots with prepared soil during the months of September. The plants get rotated every 4 years to a new plot with fresh soil. Old plots are planted with leguminous plants to restore the soil quality. This spice crop thrives in clay soils that are loose, well irrigated, and well drained. The triploid nature limits its reproduction to daughter corms, meaning the mother bulb produces only once and new ones are required each year. They bloom early November and are harvested by hand each morning at full bloom. Each flower has 3 stigmas. In the evening they are touched with olive oil to help preserve them better, then they are left to dry. Italy has not industrialized saffron yet, but has experimented with growing the bulbs in elevated containers. Industrialized saffron from other countries can be found in supermarkets, but quality is often inferior in color and aroma. Most of the global saffron is produced in India and Iran. Both are industrializing cultivation with aeroponic and hydroponic growing farms. Studies show that the strengths and aroma are often much weaker than in the slow farm-grown varieties, which shows again the importance to preserve traditional saffron. It is also an important source of extra income to small farmers and a big part of Sardinia's heritage and culture. Hi. Now that we talked about the history of saffron and its cultivation, let's have a look at the saffron that I ordered from Sang and Grida farm in Sardinia. It came in this cute little container. It's about 20 euros, so $23. Ordering was easy if you have a tax ID in Italy, or obviously if you're overseas, it would be easier. I had a little bit of help. It also came with a little brochure showing its DDP certification for Italy, which is important as now you know that they pass rigorous tests and rules in order to cultivate the saffron, harvest it, what bulbs they use, what goes on the soil, and so forth. It has recipes and instructions in it on how to use it. We're not going to make those recipes. I'm going to make some pancakes with it. I'll talk a little bit about that later. And it also has a little label showing that they're part of the Slow Food Project, which is nice. So here we go. Bear in mind, saffron is about 2,200 euros worth per 1 kilogram. So it's an expensive spice. Here you go. That is about 50 grams. And this will, according to their instructions, only make about 4 or 5 meals because you use about 40 strands to flavor and color your rice or risotto or whatever it is you're making. We only use about 5 for the pancakes. So let's see. I'm just going to use a pinch because counting is kind of hard. I like saffron and I'm a little doubtful that it'll deliver a lot of color. So let's see. There we go. Then we need to roast it on a candle. We're going to do that right here. And they say about 25 seconds. I'm going to skip a little bit because I did it earlier already. And here we go. Then you put it in a kitchen paper and you take a glass and you crush it a little bit until you have a fine powder and you're ready to use it. You do not need to bloom it according to the instructions here. Instead, you crush it and use it in your recipe. There you go. That should be enough for our pancakes. I'm going to make those now and I'll be back. The Holy Trinity of Sardinia. In contrast to Italy's Holy Trinity, which consists of wine, bread, and olive oil, in Sardinia, saffron, honey, and ricotta are considered the Holy Trinity because they represent three fundamental and historically significant ingredients in the island's cuisine. Saffron is prized locally grown spice. Honey was historically used as a key sweetener before sugar, and ricotta reflects the island's strong tradition of sheep and goat herding. Okay, pancakes, here they are. This is what they look like. They did turn yellow, not really orange. Let's see if they taste like saffron. Yep. Not bad because they also have honey and vanilla in them, but you can taste a little bit of that bitter note of the saffron in them. So there you go, saffron pancakes. Challenges I faced with my slow food product was that this saffron was not found in stores in Rome, so I had to order it with some help as I don't have an Italian tax ID. It arrived quickly, but I also did not get any answers or feedback from the farm, so I had to rely on website information and my other personal research. I chose saffron because I enjoy using it for cooking myself and I'm very interested in its history and cultivation. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little video.